Hey y'all, welcome back to Date Cart Pod. I'm Jenna, and we had the night one of Grant's season of The Bachelor, season 29, which is honestly sick. It's a sick and twisted joke. Why are we still in the year 2025 on season 29 of The Bachelor? You've got to be kidding me. But alas, nevertheless, she persisted, and that's why I'm here, folks, to talk about this show, whether they want me to or not. And yeah, I'll say what I'm excited. I had it. I always enjoy my break, but then I do inevitably always get sucked back into the show. I watch it, I get chills, I get giggles, I see the silly antics, I roll my eyes, I get mad, but then I'm like, they got me. They have my ass, and they're always gonna have my ass. And that's why we're here. But I'm really excited to talk about the premiere with a friend of the pod. She is part of the Rose Noire podcast, which is, of course, one of our favorites out here in the Bachelor Nation podcast land. Please welcome to the podcast, Monique.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me back. I'm probably going to wreck shop, but here we go.
Let's go. I know. I was like, you
I don't
texted
know if I
me.
will, though. It's the premiere,
Yeah, we had to. You have to be hopeful, please.
allegedly.
Oh,
I don't,
really?
I always say, I'm not better than that. I'm not better than any of that stuff. So
And
I
why
don't like
should
what
we
I don't
be?
like.
Yeah, and why should we
Mm-mm.
be? Like, this is the stuff they give us
Mm-hmm.
over and over again, and they expect us to be
Mm-hmm.
thankful for it. You know what? We're allowed to not be, and you can do whatever you
Mm-hmm.
want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. But anyway, how are you? Did you enjoy having the season off a little bit and like your life?
Yes, yes. Life is, I love podcasting with my girls. I love podcasting with you.
Hmm.
I also enjoy even more when the show is not on
Hmm. Hmm.
because I think there was like a span of like 2 years, I would say, that it was back to back to back to back seasons,
Yeah,
sometimes with just a week of rest.
yeah,
We
truly.
need more rest
Yeah,
because the formula never changes. Every episode, we already know what's going to happen.
yeah.
Clearly, they tried to change it up a little bit today, last night, but that's
Mm.
that's stale and tired anyway, too.
That's true. Are you watching anything else?
Oh, am I? Okay, so I just finished the first season of The Last of Us.
Mm.
It is amazing. It's just such a good escape and watch. And then I listened to some recap podcast on that. I rewatched Chernobyl a
Okay,
couple
yeah,
of weeks
yeah.
ago. Um, you know, very telling about, sort of the secrets of government. Um, and how,
No, they're very honest with us.
mm-hmm,
They told us what they were gonna do.
they, yeah, yeah.
I'm
So,
just,
you can't say that you didn't want these things.
yeah, anyway.
You can't. You
Oh
can't say that
yeah,
you didn't know. You can't say that you didn't know.
I
It's
can't.
out there.
Hmm.
Um, and what else have I been watching? So my Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD. Those are my escape on like a Thursday. I don't watch them live. Watch them on a
Hmm.
Thursday. And I started The Pit on HBO Max.
Oh, what's that?
So The Pit is with Noah Wiley. Noah Wiley? Yes. He was, I think, Dr. Carter on ER. I may be
Oh,
wrong. And of course, kill me in the comments if I'm wrong. That's fine. I don't care. Um, and what it does is it's a Pittsburgh emergency
oh,
room, and every episode follows a 12-hour shift. So there'll be twelve episodes, and every episode is 1 hour in the shift. It
oh,
is,
that's different. I
it's
like that. That's different.
some of it feels like they're just filming with one camera following one person, then
Yeah,
they switch off to the next person, and the camera follows the next doctor in
yeah,
over and over again. The stories are traumatic.
yeah,
um,
yeah.
they've got all types
And
of injuries coming in.
I can
The
see
black people the black
the
people don't seem to be treated very well, which is very realistic.
right,
They
like
haven't
there, yeah.
really like yeah, they haven't really like gone into the whys of it, but I do like that, in an emergency room, no matter what walk of life you're coming into as a Black person, probably not going to get the best care.
Yeah. And acknowledging that because
Or
people will
or
be
or if
like,
you're an immigrant and they don't understand your language,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's crass. The doctors are very crass. They're always chasing surgeries the same way that they chase surgeries in Grey's Anatomy, you know,
It's supposed to be an
or
emergency
chasing.
room.
Well, they're chasing teaching opportunities to be
Ah,
taught.
so true.
So,
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, I don't want a new med student to crike me. Like, you're not gonna like cut my neck open and stick a tube down. Not you. I need the experienced person to do that. Get out of here.
No, they got to start somewhere.
Start learning like they're like, have you ever seen it done? No. Then you're not touching the scalpel, bitch. Like, no. But
Oh,
it's a
amazing.
great escape. It's a great show. And then I've been watching my Knicks. Um I'm a rabid Knicks fan. The Commanders, I became a casual Commanders fan because my partner is a rabid Commanders fan. So we
Yeah,
would
you have to do
yeah,
that.
so I watched every game and I had them on my DVR. uh I didn't want to delete them because I didn't want to get yelled at. Um, but it's
Smart.
been even in the times that we're in, it's been great to have the comfort of someone else. We talk for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
We work our way through all of the avenues of our lives every day.
I love
We were just
that.
talking. We were just talking about like, what are your directives? What are your medical directives? And it wasn't a morbid conversation. It was just an open conversation with someone you love, so that they can respect your wishes.
Yeah. No, that's huge. That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've listeners just found out I just started dating somebody during the off season, and I also have been really enjoying. They're here in the room, silent. They have been silenced.
Well, every now and again, your blur is not blur.
Yeah, it's Linda right here. I've been dating
Hello.
Linda the llama. She's
Yes,
lovely.
Linda, the drama llama.
Uh-huh. And I'm not saving it for my mama, but I
Right.
no, I agree. It's been such a horrific couple months for everyone. And having a connection with a real person has been life-saving for me. So
Yeah.
I've really appreciated it, and yeah, it's good to. I like that you have a lot of great ways to disconnect as well because it's really
Mm-hmm.
important to do. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm kind of looking forward to, I guess, in a way, to get back with Bachelor because it is a distraction for me. It is a way to um dive into something else to, keep my mind in like a safer spot.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, so, despite the chaos of it. So I am excited for it to be back, and I am ultimately excited for Grant's journey because I want to see how they're gonna do it all and I liked him on Jen's season. In the sense because no one else was good too. He was
Yeah.
really like straightforward about wanting family and
So the
being
bar was very low, you're saying, and
yes.
he kind of like the one of his pieces of hair was above the bar.
I mean, well, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I will say I that the little intro the package they did for him last night, where he's against the brick and they start giving us a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more of his backstory. I really loved, and I liked that he had this conversation with his father and reconnected. It
Love that.
reminded me that during Jen's season, he opened up about his dad having addiction journey, and I was worried that they might try to bring him back at the end of the season to use it as a trauma point.
Mm-hmm.
And so having them do it up front seemed a little bit more respectful and more like show us more a different part of Grant because he was talking about how he's like he never had a close relationship with his dad, and even when like before they never say I love you. There's like all these different things about it, and then to see him with his grandma handing the rose over, I'm won over. I'm very into it. Go ahead.
Um, so with Grant and his father, I said this
Yes.
last season. I don't know if I said it with you, but I know I said it on our podcast. That's none of our business.
That's true. True.
That's like,
And Grant did just put it out in the world.
again and again, like
Yeah.
the someone's sobriety should be protected. It shouldn't be a part of the story that starts off your love journey. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Um, does it inform, these women? If you have daddy issues, if you have abandonment issues, yes, I should not be a part of the conversation that you have with your dad, who may be that. What if this is too much for him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially when it starts to get bad for him, especially when it starts to get bad for Grant. I looked at the previews. I was like, this is not good. This is not going to be good. Mm-mm.
I know.
Not for him.
I know. It rarely ever is. It's the Bachelor's never. It never goes well. And if it does, it's by the skin of their teeth. And somehow they found a wonderful woman who can actually rehab their image. Like people like Zach now. Like, because Katie is so likable and
Yeah, they forget what he did to, I can't remember her name, but the dark hair.
Gabby. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, whoever.
One of the brunettes. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, and it's like, oh, I want to be so hopeful for Grant, but it's like the preview is like, oh my God.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we watched the preview. I watched it. I usually turn it down to like volume 2 and then just look at stuff. I don't want to hear stuff because a lot of it is frankenbitten. You don't know when people are saying what.
Yeah.
However, if you are with Grant right now, right, you were the one that he decided to choose last minute, 10 minutes before Jesse decides who gets out the limo, right? Sorry if this is a spoiler. It was in the episode.
It was in the preview.
Give me grace. It was in the preview. This is a mess. His relationship currently, after watching episode 1, is a mess.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever's going on in the behind the scenes, it's not good. You would have so much we would have so much to talk about. Like, the episode ended. What time is it right now? 8:21 Eastern Standard Time. You will still be on the fucking phone with me, explaining yourself as to why I was such a difficult decision between the other person.
Even though we already went through it, and we're still gonna go over it again and again.
You're talking about you still in love with you? Are you in love with them still? Did you make the wrong decision? This is setting up to be. Oh, I'm just saying.
No, I know. And I'll say this is why I'm sick for loving this part of the show. But I always find it so fascinating when they basically force people who've never done non-monogamy and then it works for them. Essentially, he ends up loving 2 people, which is like, okay, you can non-monogamy can work, and then he gets punished for it because of the choices that are made, and it's just sick. But that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. And, he's already you would expect for your first night to go off with a hitch. The next morning you wake up and you have. It's only gonna go downhill from night 1 fandom, right?
Yeah.
Because then you release a song.
Can we have to talk
if I see you
it?
singing 5 or 6 times, Jed, if I see you singing again and again, I'm out.
Okay.
I am out.
Let's give Grant his roses. He is a better singer and performer than Jed. Jed. And I will say the song, I listened to it at 7:30 in the morning yesterday
Mm-hmm.
while I was doing my gentle PT exercises. And
Mm-hmm.
my mouth was agape, but I was like, "Oh, this is actually a good song." Mind you, the lyrics are kind of horrific.
Mm.
And it is concerning about the state of his relationship. If I don't like, did you listen to it?
I wanted to protect my mental health and peace. And I didn't want to go into the season sandbagging him.
Yep.
I'm gonna let me look at these lyrics. Hold on. Oh damn, how come I can't get the lyrics? Well, do you have any bit of the lyrics?
I don't. Let's see if I can actually find it. But
The, the song is called Party Girl. It's
Party
available
Girl.
on all streaming platforms. Grant, I might kill you. I might, sandbag you a lot. You're not giving me the best, whatever. But are you playing it? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't play too much of it because you might get demonetized. Nights like this don't come around too often. She wanna party with the team, get it locked in. Nights like this don't come around too often. Party girls want the same thing. They all wanna live on dream, love, turn up. Party girls want the same thing. They all wanna live on dream, love, turn up. Party girls want the same thing.
So the song gets a little bit more romantic, kind of like when he raps, but it's like if I'm to believe,
Romantic.
well, like a little bit more like he doesn't hate the woman, but it's a little bit
Okay.
like I don't know what he's trying to say. He's like party girls all want the same thing: to live, to
Mm-hmm.
laugh, to drink,
Mm-hmm.
to get it turned up or something, and then he just like
Mm-hmm.
repeats that a lot. And it's like, okay, is he being positive? Because like part of it sounds almost like he's just like party girls like to do what they want to do, and I'm not really hating on it. But then there's also an element of like, are you hating on it? Because I feel like you're kind of hating on it.
Okay. So
Wait, hold on,
I'll
babe. I can see your face now.
I'll say this.
Okay, yeah, you're good now.
So I'm trying to figure out how to say this without saying it. So there was an incident that happened today. Someone someone came in a very serious role, right?
Mhm.
Very serious position, was being introduced as like, the head of something. And they came in to a song like about like hot mamas. First of all, the fact that you're being introduced and you decide to like make a like almost wrestling entrance, like a WWE entrance, is one thing.
Yeah.
It's just very unserious.
Yes.
This Grant, like you supposed to drop a love song. You're not supposed to drop "My Girl Wants to Party All the Time."
That's what I'm saying.
Are you Eddie Murphy or are you, you know,
John Legend. He says in the episode, "What's his go-to karaoke song?" It was like something
I was
from
gonna
John
say
Lennon.
Morris Chestnut because he's serious, but
Yeah, true. But yeah, I'm like, oh, and I was like, Grant, I listened to Party Girl. What are you talking about? You're not singing John Legend songs.
I think he needs to amend the things that he's here for, and his sister needs to amend it too because she came in with the talking points. She came in with the
Can we have
propaganda.
her? Can we have her on the whole episode?
No, I liked her so much. It got real black. It got real
Gorgeous.
black.
Ooh, speak on
Yes.
that. What do you?
Well, because for a long time with the show, I'll say this. I have to interpret in my own lens.
Mm,
I have to code switch what people are saying
yeah,
because it doesn't relate to me and
yeah.
my life experience.
Uh-huh.
But watching a Black family talk, I said to myself, them Facebook groups got to figure this shit out. They got to figure out what on and poppin' means. They have to figure out what it's a rap means. They probably have never heard that, in the lakes of Minnetonka. They probably have to figure out like a lot of the vernacular
Yeah.
and get with it. We'll see,
We'll see.
because he speaks very plain. He is so uh, intentional with his words,
Yeah.
very, very well, like very, very good communicator,
Yeah.
really good communicator.
Yeah.
A lot of the time when he was like talking to the women, I would say that it wasn't like watching Zach or Clayton speak to, remember when Gabby wasn't it Gabby that would say Clayton?
Yeah, can I tell him?
Clayton. I look, first of all, Gabby is everything, by the way. Oh
She's our queen. Yeah, I'm sorry, everyone.
my
I don't make the
love
rules. We
Gabby.
just live in her
But
world.
we wouldn't know what Clayton contributed to any conversations. I didn't know what Zach was contributing to any
No,
conversations.
no, no, no.
And I'm like, damn, I really gotta actively listen to The Bachelor now. This is a mess. Like I thought this was gonna be just light watch, just a light watch. No, I'm like, oh no, I gotta take notes. He
Yeah.
said something. It matters.
Uh, and he's a good kisser. So like, oh, I have to
What
actually pay attention.
okay, can I rail about that?
Yeah.
Um, okay. I'll give you a juxtaposition. So on the first night, Rachel Lindsay kissed one person and tongue kissed the hell out of that person. She's now divorced from that person. Fuck him forever. It is what it
Amen.
is. He's
Yeah.
a brokey.
Yeah.
He's
Dr.
broke.
Airfryer, I hope you're rotting in hell as we speak.
Oh God. The amount of money that she had to shell out to him is
Embarrassing.
nasty work. Nasty work. But anyway, I don't think she would have fared any better with Peter. I'm just
No.
being honest.
No, certainly,
Like we're
but she could have taken him for half of his gym business. Instead,
yeah.
Dr. Airfryer said, I am a tiny man who,
The content that they would have put out, the modeling shots that they would have put out would have been okay. Peter and Rachel.
Mm.
Anyway, so yeah, there's the way that she kisses him. Grant kisses all of these women the same with the same passion. I can't differentiate any of it. I'm also a kind of kiss conservative.
Yeah.
I kind of need you to be discerning because like somebody that he kissed night one is not gonna be there on episode 3.
No, and truly, and I was like shocked. So he kisses this one blonde lady, ally Shia,
Elisha.
yeah, because it's spelled like an ally. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Valentina. Okay, so we were watching, and I was like, oh my God, he's not even. He wants to kiss this
There was
woman
no
so
reason to kiss
bad.
her though.
But yeah, but he was just like into it, and then they're quoting movies, and then all of a sudden he just like goes into kisses, and I was like, damn, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I guess she's getting first impression rose. Then he goes on to
Nope.
kiss, four other women, which is great. I'm pro kissing as many as you want,
But in
but you're
front of
right,
the
they
other
were
women
all
too.
that's it, all yeah,
They were
exactly.
right there.
And the one woman walks in with a cake, she's like, oh, sorry, so
I would
sorry about
have
that.
dropped the cake. That would how iconic would have been if she had dropped that fucking cake on the floor.
It's so
Just fumble,
good.
a fumble.
Oh my God. I feel like there's a SNL skit about that Lonely
Oh
Island. I
yes.
threw the
Oh,
cake
they
on the
probably
floor.
will. Oh yeah.
So
They're
then
gonna
it's just
recreate this.
like, yeah, but so to your point, I agree. It's kind of like we couldn't really tell who he was really into because,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then like last week when we did the bio episode, Shannon and I were like, we don't know who he's gonna pick because like we don't know Grant's type.
Mm-hmm. Well, he says he wants a kind soul on the same wavelength as him. I feel like I know his type. It ain't dark skinned women.
No.
I think most of them are out of there. Night
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Let me look at the
He let go some
eliminations.
baddies. What the fuck was
Yeah.
going on?
Niecy, we were standing Niecy. She was great.
Janae.
Come on. Yeah, I sent Janae home. And then
Janae,
Kelsey was
Janae,
gorgeous.
no, I can't forgive him. I can't forgive him for Janae because he robbed me of black ass content.
Mm,
I
mm.
can't forgive him.
No,
Sorry,
sorry,
Grant.
Grant. Yeah, oh God.
Well, I'm not really sorry. You don't give a fuck.
He's like, I could give two shits about you too.
He's like stream my music.
Party girls want everything what they want.
Right.
I was shaking my butt to it though. Okay, so it's just crazy. I just don't understand how he released it a day before his premiere. How did they let him do that? Like, does he like? I feel like there has to be some kind of contractual thing. Like, don't release a shitty, you know, track before we're supposed to have you as our most eligible.
Mhm.
He has a job. Did you see his car? Like, he's one of the most
I
successful
mean,
bachelors we've.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Do you know a day trader and do you know really what they do?
No, because I'm a lesbian and I don't, I do not
Right.
want to talk to 6'5", blue eyes, finance. Like I
Mhm.
cannot. And, but I have
So I don't,
to,
have you ever watched Big Brother and then like the challenge?
no, not really. They're not my vibes.
Okay. So there was a couple that came out of, I can't remember if it was Big Brother 20 or something like that. Bailey and Swaggy C. He came on the show and his name in the Chiron was Swaggy C.
Wow.
I think he would have been a good player, but they
Uh,
got him out episode 2
they
because
were
him and Bailey were
intimidated.
in a showmance.
Okay.
Stupid. In a immediate showmance, right? He was a day trader.
Mm.
Now, in following Swaggy C in the past few years, they have moved from Missouri to I think LA to Puerto Rico to Dubai. I don't know how he's really making money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, damn, day trading is all that like that, or is it a little scammy?
I know, and I feel like it's a little scammy, but it's like maybe it works.
Allegedly, we'll say
Like, yeah, 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 exactly.
allegedly, yeah.
Like, I feel like Jason Tartick is a little bit on that
Oh
vibe.
yeah,
And
right.
and he seems a little and it's like, but is he bragging? I don't really know how successful he is, but he's definitely successful enough to do what he does. But
Mm,
it's also like he's
mm,
just trading his clout for appearances and things. But
mm.
he used to do finance, or he still does, and he
I
wrote a
mean,
fucking
isn't
book
he
about it.
podcasting
Yeah, it's his podcast is about money and a book about money.
and The
But
Bachelor?
yeah, The Bachelor. Yeah, so like yeah, but it's like I think there's always a possibility that Grant could lose every dime he has potentially, but clearly he's done well enough that he bought himself some kind of Ferrari. Um,
Mm. Yeah, he
but
got like a Mitsubishi or some shit. I don't know. He
yeah.
said he had another car,
Oh,
like a '97 something or
oh,
whatever.
so see, that's moments like where I'm like, oh, I love Grant. That's character. That's like
But
personality.
but the show provides them a car
Yeah.
to give them
Oh,
a personality. The
so that one is
show,
not his car then,
I
the
mean,
fancy
Matt
car
James had
we.
like a Rubicon Jeep.
Uh-huh.
Rachel Lindsay had a Tesla, like a new Tesla. It was like the Tesla SUV, I think.
Oh, shit.
But those weren't their cars,
No, yeah, true. Okay.
right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
being blinded by the
Hmm.
show.
Yeah. So I don't know. It could be his car if it's on Instagram. Love it, but
Yeah,
might not be his car.
we'll find out. Yeah,
Mhm.
so what do you think overall of the ladies in last night? I feel like it was a pretty standard season opener.
Hmm.
We had a gimmick or two. We have like the llama, Linda the
Hmm.
llama. We had but not a bunch of gimmicks really. Like, we had
Hmm.
rubbing the lamp.
Hmm.
And notably she's like, your wish is grant. It's
That
granted.
was great.
You have to say
But that was
granted.
I like that. I like that.
That's cute. And
That was cute.
then there was
You had
uh
the LeBron James chalk toss from Janae. I
oh
like
yeah,
that.
okay, that was
Hmm.
good. As a non-sports person, I had no idea what was happening.
Do you remember who was the first out the limo?
Rose, which was
Rose.
interesting in my bio episode, I picked her as a final like two, or like I was
Hmm.
like, she is going far. There
Hmm.
was something about it. And that open first at the limo. I'm like,
Hmm.
I don't know if that means she's the winner, but like she's going far.
Hmm.
Uh,
So first three out the limo. What four? I'll go
yeah.
first four out the limo. We had Rose,
Le,
mm,
um,
what is it? Is it
uh,
Letitia?
no, Lita, I think.
Latia? Mm.
Latia. Yeah, I think Latia. Our
She's
apologies.
she had the love and basketball references, but
Yeah.
she's Mormon.
Okay, yeah, so
That's
I had to, so she gets out, and my girlfriend is obsessed with Mormons. They
mhm.
weren't raised as a Mormon, that's like their special
Mhm.
interest. And they were like, that woman's a Mormon because they literally all it
Hmm.
was is they saw Salt Lake City. And it's like, okay, not everyone who
Yeah.
lives
Oh
in Salt
yeah.
Lake City is a Mormon, babe. And
Slam dunk.
I was like, she's not a Mormon. Look at her dress. Like it was to me, it was like kind of revealing, I don't know. And then 5 seconds later, she's like, I come from a really big family and they raised me Mormon. And I was like, God damn it.
Hmm.
So
No,
anyway,
just
yeah.
knowing. Carolina was the
Yes.
fourth out the limo, and she is Puerto Rican.
Carolina.
Uh, the subtitles took me out.
She's like, I'm pretty
That
sure you
was
don't know what
good.
I'm saying. And I'm
Yeah, that was in the.
I loved it.
After it was done, he was like, "See."
I don't know very much Spanish, but I know to say
He's
"see."
like, "See." All he had to do is do the two thumbs up.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's cute.
I liked. I will say, and I said this in our clubhouse room last night. I always love it when someone brings a trinket that they can take around with them.
Yeah, smart.
Like, so it was the worry stones or something like that.
Yeah,
I thought that was really smart. Them things aren't any worry stones. She just got them from a store,
yeah,
but fine. Yes, worry stones.
yeah.
But when you like grab it, you have your hand in your pocket and you just touch it, you'll think of that person.
It's really smart. Yeah.
Hmm. Some people be bringing the family heirloom and giving it to the bachelor, and I'm like, did you get it back when you got kicked out night one?
Like,
Like the World War II like medal that your granddad got. Like, did you get that back?
well, it's like when that lady put the chalk dust in the air. I was like, is that her grandma's ashes? Like she brought to the limo?
Oh
Like,
my god! Oh my god!
so sentimental. Hey, just wanted my grandma, my Gma to be here. She really was a
Mhm.
big inspiration to my life, and I know she'd really be excited for my journey.
Right in your eye. Oh, oh my gosh!
And
But
he's like, I guess I have to pick her because I now have her family inside me.
oh my!
That's how it works.
Wow! What
Wait,
a
Mel,
thought.
what would your entrance be? Like the vibe. Are you
No,
gonna do a comedic? You doing a costume? You driving up in a fancy car? You shy?
no. Okay, I'll say this. I've never thought of my limo entrance, but I know I would be one of the Muppet like old men that are above like
Watching?
talking about everybody's limo entrance, watching. I know I would.
Yeah,
I know I would.
iconic.
I thought that the person that came in with the rocket launcher
Yes, let's talk about it.
launching launching t-shirts, safety hazard.
It
Those things
was.
were they were launching. So first of all, they did not know how to use it. I would ask Grant, okay, so all right, be honest with me. Did they give you 5 minutes to figure out the safety precautions and how to use it, how to launch it correctly? Because they could have launched that thing into each other
Yeah.
by mistake. It looked like it was kind of heavy. It had like kind of like a hydraulic whatever. Dumb thing. It has kickback. As a safety rep myself, I had concerns.
Yeah.
It was flying over, projectiling over the mansion to the back to the pool. It almost took out a fucking producer, knocked them into the pool.
No, I literally
Now I
imagine.
wouldn't have been mad. I would not have been mad at that.
No, exactly.
I
Well,
wouldn't
I
have
was
been mad
worried
at
about the
producers.
women.
Right.
Like that one of the women gets a black eye right away. It's like then we have then we have a promo preview. It's like, oh, there's an ambulance, and for once, it actually is being used
Because
because
somebody's spleen got to get taken out.
yeah, and it's Grant's because she shot it when she walked out of the limo.
Right into him. What in the world?
But
Oh my gosh.
My friend Connie, she was like, they were like, it must have been like producers on the roof throwing him down. Like they were not, that wasn't real.
Oh, I love
But
that. Okay.
because I kind of hope because otherwise, what you're saying is horrifying.
Yeah.
They really could have hit anyone.
Okay, that debunks my theory. I like
Yeah.
that.
So we're kind of hoping that they were just shooting them like a little bit like high, so it just would like land on the roof, and then an
Mhm.
unpaid intern was like, you know,
just chucking them.
yeah. And then,
Not
I
even,
mean,
but also a safety concern, not even secure to the roof. Look,
no, exactly. Where did he didn't have a fucking bungee cord on or anything. He's like slipping
like
around.
somebody fell off the roof into one of the
It's
day beds.
okay. It's okay. He's about
They
to
fell
kiss
on
a
the day
woman.
bed.
Fine.
Oh,
No one
first of
cares.
all, that mansion is so ghetto.
Yeah, it's on its
It
like
looks it,
29th coat of paint. I mean, 29 seasons just of The Bachelor. It's been we have like 17 of The Bachelorette. Come on, it's disgusting. You're gonna get a staph infection.
yeah, like why didn't y'all take like the let's do it on a boat. Let's do it on a cruise ship. I like that.
Yeah,
Because then you can really travel. Oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Look,
Maybe a
look at that.
submarine. Have you ever thought about that? Go
I'm
down
sorry.
to maybe on a submarine. Go down see the
Ooh, not a
Titanic.
submersible, not a submersible.
We invite Chris
So much
Harrison back for
happened
one
these past
season,
few
and he
years.
has to host
Yeah.
it.
Gets blown up in a submersible. Oh my God, the worst
Uh,
death ever.
yeah, very dramatic season. Um,
Mhm. Okay,
yeah,
my favorite look, Bailey with the bob haircut. You don't see that
yes,
often.
you don't.
I think the best hair that I've seen on The Bachelor in general. Man, what was her name? She had a podcast with
Oh, Jess,
oh man.
was it Becca?
Yes, with Jess. Yes,
Yeah,
best hair.
yeah, short and
I
cute.
just beautiful, like matched her, like cropped to her face, perfect. Bailey knocked it out the park. Very like
The dress was
beautiful.
gorgeous.
The dress was
She had like
gorgeous,
this little thing
fit,
around her neck. It was
fit
great.
to perfection.
And I
Um,
loved her personality. I was like,
Absolutely.
at one point, I did, of course, joke like, "Hey, girl, you're bringing the phone out a little much." But then I was like,
Hmm.
but then I liked that I even was thinking about that. Like that
Hmm.
drew me to her because I was like, you know what? That's me,
Hmm.
100%. I am that annoying bitch. Like, okay, now we're doing the selfies, we're doing this. But
Hmm.
it's like she's not gonna be forgettable. Obviously, Grant
Hmm.
would choose her. That's such a simple, memorable thing. Not to mention, you're right, she was
Oh
stunning.
yeah,
Yeah,
so simple.
yeah,
Um, and then it's like you get to look like it's something different about looking at someone through a phone that you
yeah.
love and taking a picture, or someone that you like are into and love. Like there's like this photo that I have back in college when I was dating men.
I'm so sorry.
And it's
No,
it's
I
fine.
know. I mean,
I'm
same. We're
happy now.
yeah,
I'm happy
yeah.
now.
Hey.
I'm out the hood. I'm happy now. But my it's like my favorite photo of myself. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't even remember taking the photo, but I'm like looking into the camera, like leaned against the door. I think his like jeans jacket is in the door, so I'm in some man's room or whatever. And I had like a black off the shoulder, little number. And the way I'm looking into the camera, I was like, I really loved him, I think.
Yeah, you
Like
were really
it's
high.
something about that,
It's so true. No, it's true.
Mhm.
I have a whole wall now of like little photo booth strips with my girlfriend
Oh
that I
yeah.
never thought I was gonna be that bitch, and now I have like seven of them, and I look at them right next to my little mirror. It's very cute. It's
Hmm.
like this is what it's like to actually have feelings.
Imagine
Yeah,
you have a person, you've got somebody.
yeah, it's true. And oh my God, Bachelor Data just started a live for a Caller Daddy watch party. Briefly, we must take a brief tangent to talk about Matt James and Rachel Kirkconnell. Do you have any opinions,
Woo!
Monique?
So I'll say this.
Oh my
I'll say
God.
this. First, I'll start off with what I say at the end. Blessings to all individuals involved. Okay, now to my opinion.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Their relationship was such a traumatic experience for Black women that watch the show that we started a fucking podcast. Like we were together every episode before we started the podcast. We trauma bonded on that shit after the Rachel Lindsay of it all. The Chris Harrison
Yes.
got what you call
Fired.
fired.
Yeah.
Um you acted like you weren't going to stay with her. You showed up to the finale with a breakup beard looking crazy
Emmanuel
because it wasn't
Acho's
moisturized.
there.
Emmanuel Acho, who's in the midst of some wild Fox News, Fox Sports sex scandal thing, right? Like all of these things are like 6 degrees of separation. Um, Here's the thing. You take her back. She says she's listening and learning. She's reading, she's eating matcha, drinking matcha coffee
No,
and
she's eating it
reading
because she still has to learn about that. She hasn't
and
listened
maybe
or learned
reading
yet.
maybe reading White Fragility or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've never seen a live of them discussing the situation. I've never seen, not that I would be looking for it, but I've never seen anyone come to bear for any of that. You stood 10 toes down with this woman. You got the white community in The Bachelor to be behind your relationship. Then you dumped this girl. You did all of this to dump her, and then they turned on him. That's my thought.
No,
The
absolutely.
way every single content creator, not everyone, I'm sorry, because I didn't listen to everyone, I didn't watch everyone, but the way that the ones that were coming up on my Instagram feed were dumping on him, not to say that he didn't do anything wrong, but they completely forgot she did a racism. They completely forgot the antebellum dress, the antebellum party,
the MAGA fit hats,
the MAGA, yeah, the MAGA, all of that. They forgot all of that.
Yeah.
And we're sandbagging him because yes, he is also trash. Because how do you break up with somebody like that and you still dumping you doing content dumps? But anyway, those are my thoughts. I don't ever want to see either one of them again. Fuck them.
Well, she is going live on, Call Her Daddy's coming out right now, and
oh, so she's gonna be able to cry with another white woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry, I'm just
No,
like
no,
right
it's, yeah,
about our first Black Bachelor.
Yeah, that you did like ruined his season.
Mm-hmm. Because I mean, she looks like Kendall Jenner. Okay, I get it. She's gorgeous. You could pick her. That's no problem. The other shit, what's going on?
He didn't have to go back with her. Like, what are you talking about? Why did you? Everyone was shocked. Like, what?
Well, because maybe it wasn't nothing that he felt like she should be like sorry for behind the scenes.
I know.
I think all that stuff was that. I think all that anger was.
Have you seen his mother? Like that's where this is coming from. You know. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm speaking from. It's not my business to. But yeah.
No, I'm with you.
Patty James can fucking suck it.
I mean, listen, blessings to both of them. No, for real.
No, I know. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Breakups are really hard. They were together for a long time. Yeah. They did they were doing content upon content. And it was actually good stuff. I was like, oh, you know what? I think that they really love each other.
No, I literally 2 weeks earlier.
I fully got on board. Got on board. Literally. Somehow.
I was watching a video.
Black heart. Exactly. My cold black fucking heart. I was watching them wolf down 7,000 calories of food. And it was like with shit flying off of their mouths. It was cute.
Yeah. She loved
better
him.
Not go back to him. She looks stupid as hell as she did.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she will, but never know. We'll see. Ugh,
I mean, maybe the max, the bros are probably gonna be in her inbox, so she'll be fine. One of Maddie's people, will take her into their loving arms, their cold dead arms.
Okay, anyway, so
that was our Matt James. Yeah, that was our Matt James.
Not that there's any parallels at all. So yeah, I really liked most of the women. My favorite, of course, I think is really important. We take a second to talk about Miss Chloe with the IE because she is history.
Plus size model.
She is our first official plus size person to make it past episode 1. She also got a package.
What season are we in?
It's season 29, 25 years, probably close to 2,000 people cast on the show.
Been 84 years.
in 84 years. And we've gone through what, 4 or 5 hosts by this point. The
We have.
curator's been kicked out of the club.
He has. Yep.
And we have a size 8, folks. We have a size 8, and she's in the next episode. No, but on a real note, the points I really liked about it were she did get a package where
He
in
did.
which she talks about weight in a
Hmm.
positive way, and in
Yeah.
a way that drags the industry and the world and the fat phobia.
Hmm.
She's like, I've been modeling. I go to New York. They say you can lose 30
Hmm.
pounds or you can be a fat model. And she said, I'm not going to lose 30 pounds. And there you go. And I loved it.
Hmm.
And to me, it's like, that is all we've been asking for is
Yeah.
positive storylines where the woman doesn't hate her body and we don't get a trauma story later on where she's like, I was 30 pounds heavier than I am now, but through the grace of God I
Hmm.
lost it and now I can be loved. That's what it's been every fucking season since the beginning. And the fact that Chloe had a positive thing and is now in the second episode is huge. It's huge.
No, for sure. Okay, so the cynic in me,
Yes,
sorry.
no, wait, no, because I just had
Here,
to get the good part out.
yeah, here's the cynic. Because I do in my mind, I look at some of the stories and I say, how long is this gonna last? How many episodes is this gonna give you so that you can get your story out? And then he sends you home
Mm.
because he didn't really like you. Because I think, you know, it's giving I'm keeping you because I should.
Absolutely. I mean, frankly, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the bare minimum, somebody who's been tirelessly asking this franchise to do this, I'm happy that at
Hmm.
least they're doing that. But
No, yeah.
it is very frustrating. And I just
Yeah.
saw a video of him like yesterday, something like interview, and he's just like, working out is the most important thing in the world. You have to have a strong body and strong mind to make good day trades. I'm like, can you shut the fuck up? I
Mm.
cannot. He's not going to keep somebody who he deems larger than is able to be
Mm.
strong enough to keep up with him in his day trading.
Imagine
So
that.
it's like, girl. So it's like I don't have very much hope, but I'm just like hopeful we see her in a bikini. Like I think that's really
Hmm.
what the most I'm hoping for. Just because that would also do great for representation. But
You would. It
but
would.
yeah, you're right. Will
You know,
she get her story out? I don't know.
shout out to her.
I mean,
I
sure, and she's
mean,
gorgeous. She is literally, I'm on my hands and knees barking. Like, look at her Instagram if you haven't. Oh my
mm,
God, girl.
I liked her a lot.
And she seemed sweet. And she put on the t-shirt that almost hit her in the head.
That was my favorite part. I was like, you better rock the t-shirt
Yeah.
with the man that's not yours
Hmm.
and some other woman.
Iconic.
Because it got her. Because what did it get her? Screen time.
Exactly. God damn it, I love her.
Very smart.
Whew. Smart
Um,
ladies.
okay.
Who did you go ahead?
Wildest
Yes.
thing, Parisa.
Oh, that's
And first of all, okay, before I take her down with the wild secondhand embarrassment we had from watching the PowerPoint. She had a very impressive rock collection.
yeah.
Those were really wonderful multicolored rocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, the PowerPoint, don't ever do that again.
It's so funny.
That
It's
should
all
never be
picture.
a part of. Don't do that shit. No.
What offended you, Monique? 'Cause I kind of loved
The
it.
AI generated photos were crazy as hell.
It was so funny. The pregnant one. I had to scream my ass
with
off.
the biracial kids popping up with the blur on the face.
And that's why I stand, because I love a parent who will not show me their baby's face. I don't need to see
Oh, I
that
love
baby's
that
face.
too.
So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, girlfriend, I love that. I know it was a joke
Mm-hmm.
because, yeah, how do you like make a perfect little biracial kid for me to see on this AI
Mm-hmm.
thing? But I appreciated
Yep.
it. I hate AI as much as the next person, but I was like, if this, we have to have it, this is a perfect use for it. Case dismissed.
Okay. Unpo- so I do have an unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
It's given that he's not really into Black women. From the body language, how far he's sitting from them when he's talking. He like when he's talking to anyone non-Black. And then there's some women that are on the cusp. I don't know if they're Black or not. Okay. And I'm not doing that people of color thing anymore. We see what that got us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so when it is a white woman or maybe a Latina woman or whatever, body to body contact, right? Arm over the shoulder or hand on the leg, rubbing, not even like 5 inches between.
Yeah.
He was talking to one woman, and I was like, yo, he's sitting like a foot between her. The camera angle is making it look like he's closer to her. But when they do the other camera angle, there's a foot between their legs. And he does have his hand on her leg because he has, a reach, but
I didn't
it's just
notice. I'm gonna have to watch
interesting.
that because he did.
Mhm.
I think he did kiss two black women,
He did, yeah,
and
but
gave if
they didn't get a lot of extended
yeah,
conversation time. Um, we
yeah,
didn't see we didn't see very much of
the connection.
the conversations. We
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
Alex, the
yeah,
llama chick,
yeah.
and that was really kind of
Bailey,
like it.
Bailey, and
And
Lita,
Bailey, yes, but
and Litia.
like that was it.
Because he ended up giving the first impression rose to Alex, but he was also kissing Litia. Litia.
Several others.
But well, yeah, true. But you're right. No,
Mm-hmm.
so that's but what I didn't catch, and I appreciate you bringing up is the distance. So I'll keep my eye out for that
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, because if that
Yeah,
was the case, it's like it does bring a little question to it. And like
and
you
that's
said
subject to
earlier,
change.
yeah, no, of
Yeah.
course. I mean that's always the thing. It's an interesting conversation that we have every season because it's just like the answer is it's twofold. I mean, there's get better
Mm-hmm.
diversity behind the screens and stuff as well, but like cast leads who are actually actively okay dating diverse
Anyone,
people,
anyone.
including
Yeah.
people who are bigger, and
Mm-hmm.
then also stuff the cast full of it because also like
Yeah.
you obviously if he has a connection with ally Shia, then that's fine, but like it's whatever. But it's like
There have been bachelors that have had 37 women night one. 37.
so true. Yeah, he only had
There have been
28, I think.
guys that I'm like, whatever. Like, who?
Yeah.
Peter, I think Peter had like 32 women.
Yeah, no, so true.
He had 25.
25. What does that mean? Part of me is
25.
I have been asking for less women or less people in general. I've been asking
I
for
mean,
less cats.
Charity also had less men.
Yeah. I've been asking for less because we don't need that many.
Right.
But yeah, but that is suspicious. And like what is that? Like what do you guys
Because the cuts are going to be still just as brutal. It'll be like 3 or 4 people per episode.
and they
He's not going to have a
still
ton of episodes unless
right.
they finesse some drama that last episode that rolls into another one.
Right, and which they will do. And like the thing is
Yeah.
they also cast him so weirdly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um they
Yeah,
announced
just
him
very weird.
before he was even off the show in
Yeah.
order to get women to get on his season, and
Mm-hmm.
we were grateful for that in a sense, right? Because it's like
Mm-hmm.
please do cast correctly for him, intentionally
Mm-hmm.
for him. But at the same time, they didn't do it very well because they don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
They put a blindfold on every time they cast for the women and just put as many rapists as they possibly can into a season.
They just be in people LinkedIn profiles and in their DMs and back channels,
Like, hey, you
acting
want
as
to come
if
on the
they're
show?
like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're being the sexy decoy in the back channels, but then saying, "Hey, I'm a producer for The Bachelor. Can I get your phone number so I can
Yeah.
cast you?" You know, these people were like literally vibing with the other person in the text
No,
chain,
literally. No, literally.
like
Yeah.
vibing with them, and then all of a
Uh-huh.
sudden you
I've
pull
heard
the rug
that.
out and say, "By the way,
Yeah.
just kidding." That's a mess. That's a mess.
But yeah,
Glad
I
we
think
watched this
they.
show.
Well, still we can have wonderful conversations like this, and I make
and
beautiful
and soul to souls,
community.
yes.
Yeah,
So we have
exactly.
soul to souls.
I think we really like learn about a lot of ourselves and our community through these really weird conversations.
We do,
You
because
know.
we were out on this shit, but here we are again.
No, and I know, and it was beautiful what you said earlier. Beautifully fucked when you were like, if it weren't for Matt and Rachel, this podcast wouldn't have Rose Noire wouldn't be what it is, and
No.
that's a bittersweet.
Yeah, we have a
I know.
sisterhood. I have a godchild
Yeah.
through
Uh,
Gina. Claudia's been to my house. It's,
I love it. Yeah.
I still need to meet Jasmine, but that'll happen.
Oh,
But
that'll be fun. Jazz
My
is so
Houston
funny.
Gorley, that is my girl.
Oh, I love Jazz. Shout out everybody. Can't wait to.
Yeah,
I want to. So, are you guys gonna be recording this season?
we are.
Yeah, great. Well,
Yeah.
I'll come on if you'll have me.
We will absolutely jump on that.
Yeah. Let's wrap up with maybe a couple people we didn't like, if there is any, and then
Hmm.
kind of our hopes for this or what we think is gonna happen.
I don't like anybody that I don't remember names, but I
Yeah.
don't like anybody that comes back and says that they've kissed him.
Yeah.
I don't like that's like kind of like y'all are already in a Stepford wife situation, or what do you call it? Not Stepford wife, but
Polyamory.
what do you
Or
call
sister
sister
wife,
wife
yes, yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
I don't so how would you deal with um being a cast member on a love show and knowing that because like how do you deal with like overnights?
Yeah. I mean, I personally, Jenna, wouldn't mind because I'm
Hmm.
kind of into that community. Like it wouldn't be
Hmm.
the end of the world for me per se. But I do know that maybe when I was actually in it, I would kind of lose my mind because you're sleep deprived and you're hungry and you're drunk and you do focus on this one person. But I mean, yeah, so I don't blame why any of them freak out. Of course, I always roll my eyes a little bit. I say, "Girl, you know what you signed up for, but
Well,
you know,
imagine being either the first person that gets the overnight or the
yeah,
last person that gets the overnight.
yeah, I know.
Though both of those people are waiting,
Yeah,
thinking about going, your mind is going through a lot of different machinations of what's happening. And then all you have is, I don't even think they have watches. All you have is what your room,
yeah.
your producer, and hour by hour, just tick, 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 tick,
And in
just
some
waiting.
seasons, they force them to
Put
sit
them all
together.
together.
So that shit's fucked.
My favorite ones where they had them do this.
Yeah.
Sean and Nick Vial. Oh my God. They were gonna they was gonna be squabble up. Like,
Sean,
what's up?
his roided ass up, he was about to beat Nick in the face, and I was like,
Oh,
girl.
Nick didn't even know it. And then of course you had Brian and Peter. Peter was like, I don't fuck with you, and I'm gonna let you know I
Mhm.
don't fuck with you. Oh, I
Dude,
love that.
the laugh that Peter Kraus must have had the day he found on January 2nd of last
Oof.
year. And I hate to say that because obviously I love Rachel more than anything. I love her. I actually
Mm-hmm.
listeners, I had a dream about her last night, a very detailed dream where in which she came to the cafe I worked at in my dream
Mm-hmm.
with her new boyfriend. And
Oh.
she was really happy to tell me about him and I mean for me to meet him
Mm-hmm.
because we're friends. We did meet. I have a photo with her. And so she does
Mm.
know me. Not really, but she does. And yeah, I hope this is real. I hope she does have a new partner. I bet she deserves a life. But yeah, that Peter was laughing his ass off though. He's like, "Oh, I could have told
Mm-hmm.
you that."
Mm-hmm. She's like rumored to be with
That's
someone.
what yeah, people are saying. And so I think that's why
Mm-hmm.
my dream happened.
Shout out to that.
Yeah. So,
Level up
yeah.
from the brokey.
Please.
What a dusty. He is so dusty.
Idiot. Fucking idiot. Yeah, I agree. It was a little too early actually for me to say who I didn't like overall.
Yeah, I have no idea who any of
Um,
these people are.
yeah, so
Oh, I didn't
uh,
like that they had the sister come in, not speak, not say anything to anybody. She had on kitten heels, and it was her. Did you notice the kitten heels?
no.
Those were the kittenest of kitten heels.
Is she really
She did
tall?
not want to. She's like, I'm not tripping on the cobblestone. I'm not slipping on the cobblestone.
Yeah.
I'm not having the graduation moment where I'm like, my heels are like going crazy. No, thank you.
Yeah.
But
She's
yeah, they like,
gorgeous.
she just like walked in there, didn't say anything to anybody, already puts everybody on like notice that we're not supposed to like her. Who is this? Is that his ex? And then it becomes, it's his, sister. It's kind of weird. Why can't the Black people that are the leads
Yeah.
stand on their own? Why do their siblings have to come in and
Yeah.
do this thing? It's
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah, Charity's brother came and did the whole
Mm-hmm.
undercover brother thing. It was
That
really,
was, I railed against that
yeah,
for weeks.
disastrous. Yeah, exactly. No, it's so true.
I railed against that
And
so
they didn't
crazy.
even, they let Joey be out there by himself. They didn't even bring his gay dad.
We saw him where maybe home, maybe
Yeah,
meeting
barely. He's just
whoever the
silent,
top girls.
crying. Yeah, come on. They're just like, Joey doesn't need any help. Bitch, he needed a lot of help. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
I mean, I think he was pretty set on who he wanted to be
I'm
with, and
sure.
I think a lot of times the turmoil for the men is that they can't be with them exclusively. They got to
Yeah.
futz around and go on dates with these other women and lie,
Yeah, it's hard.
and then they don't really lie. They
No.
end up then falling in love with the other
Yeah.
person.
No, they end up falling in love and telling them, I don't know who to choose. And in
Yeah,
Grant's case, telling Jesse that I can't choose and it's an hour before.
or if you're Clayton, you have sex with two women,
And say, I love
and
you
then
to all
you're the
three.
one that you want is the third date, and then you get pissed at her because she's not down for that. And then you go tell them, do you remember how iconic that was?
Yeah.
I was telling my girlfriend about the wailing in that building that those women were doing in different parts of the building, and you could hear them both. Well, I mean, obviously they piped the microphones up and just fed it into the feed, but oh my
No,
God,
you
poor
know it
Gabby
was
and
empty
Rachel.
and you could hear it. And they're like, here's one single dry paper towel from a bathroom.
Oh my God. Just the one, just no, here's the one, the two ply, one sheet here. I'm splitting it in half. You both can have one sheet and one sheet.
Rachel lost a nail.
Oh my
So
God.
dude, wait, I need to rewatch that episode. That was
That
Match Made in
episode,
China.
iconic.
Iconic.
Iconic, but the worst trauma I've seen.
Yeah.
And the show has done traumatic stuff.
Yeah. And then they doubled down on the trauma and they said, we'll give you guys shared season. We didn't need that.
Quadruple down. And then
Really?
you can have that. Then you can have Dancing with the Stars. No problem. Sure.
Poor Rachel. Actually, Rachel's doing great though.
She's doing great.
She's
Yeah.
better than she ever had been because she's away from everything.
Mm.
Whew. Girl, wow. Well, so true,
What a
so
night.
real. What a night. I feel alive. I feel alive and ready and never more ready than ever. Because this is gonna be a shit show. And
Yeah.
I do selfishly love the Bachelor seasons because even if I like the man, I am a sucker for seeing him suffer.
You end
And
up hate. Yeah.
yeah.
The hate happened already. So only down from here.
I'll be streaming Party Girl because I do respect my bachelor. He is my bachelor, and I will give
Okay.
him the money that he was no doubt already spent
Mhm.
um on that.
If you drop a music video, I'm over it.
Uh, but yeah, Grant, I hope the best for you for this season, and I really really
Yeah, we do.
excited. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
hope that they don't traumatize you too much.
No, certainly. I don't want it to be too bad, but I mean, I selfishly enjoy watching it, and I do love seeing the women because women are
Yeah.
better entertainment ultimately. They are more catty, they're more, and I saying
Mhm.
that not even like in a sexist way. Like I love it. Like I live for it. Like cut that woman down by saying that her eyebrows look interesting. That'll destroy a woman, for two
It
days.
will. It will.
And it's so much better than watching the men being like,
Word it out.
yeah,
Like
and you're like,
Chad Johnson.
the fuck, bro? Like, go
Yeah.
call your mom.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think this is my, my final thought. I do hope that he figures out who's coming out the limo first by the end of the season,
Yeah.
and that they don't go to commercial break, which they will.
Really well,
You
but
know,
yeah, you could hope.
yeah. I hope that he figures it out because, ooh,
Goodness gracious.
they going he's gonna be in for it online.
Oh, oh no.
Turn the comments off.
Oh no.
Because they're going to be in all of the photos. The photo of you as, 10 years ago, they're going to be in them photos. You fucking bastard.
He cleaned up his Instagram already, so.
Oh, okay, good.
But yeah, he needs to turn the comments off. Goodness gracious.
Mm.
Well, thank you so much, Monique, for coming. I
Thank you for
missed you.
having me. It's my honor.
It's always good to see you again. And let
Always.
everyone know where they can catch you. The clubhouse is still happening every week
The
during.
clubhouse is happening.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a amazing, like, brand of just wonderful, wonderful people that every week they come in and they trauma bond with us. And it is so fun. Like, we are silent in the show.
Yeah.
When the show is going on, and then everyone hopefully is synced up. I'm usually not because I'm like running home or something like that. So I try to catch up and fast forward through. But So yeah, so we have the Clubhouse, and then we are on Instagram. We are the Rose Noire podcast. No, but Rose Noire. And you can find me online. I'm Chem Doctor One, the KEMDOCTOR, and the number one.
Because you're the number one in my heart.
Oh,
Oh, that's
thank
so
you.
good. Yes, make sure you're all listening to it. And I'm excited that you get to go record tonight and have
Yes.
another great episode. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening again. I appreciate you so much. This is it's
Can I
something I
say one
really
more
love.
thing?
Oh yeah,
Can
of
I say one
course.
more thing to you?
Yeah. Oh,
First of all, I love what you do. I love that you stand 10 toes down. I
thank you.
love all of the memes. You put so much time into those memes.
Too much.
You put, yeah, like you have been grinding for years. It
Yeah.
is inspirational.
Thank you.
It's awesome. I just want to see you shine. Congratulations on your relationship.
Thank you.
And like I said, thank you so much for having me on as a premiere. I don't take it lightly that you wanted me to be on with you. And to the listeners, y'all got a good one. Y'all got a real one.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
We fuck with her.
Oh, that means a lot. I do get pretty emotional like kind of every time a season starts because it's like
Mm-hmm.
because the shit is so stupid. Fuck,
Yes,
it's
oh
so bad.
dumb.
It's so bad, but it's something that has really filled my life with like the most genuine people
Yeah.
that I could ever have found, and people who really rally behind each other and what matters the best we can. We've had shit happen, and like, and then we also just have fun, and it's a great place for me to be who I am, and the fact that anyone even gives a fuck about my opinions on any of it is really it means a lot to me. Because it just means a lot. Yeah. So thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And they are gonna have to kill me if they want me to stop talking shit about this
Yeah.
show and dragging them. And I hope that there'll be a gay season and I'll have put in 8 years of my life for something that mattered.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
We'll see. I don't know. They might have to put that on a streaming platform.
Absolutely. But I'll join. Oh my God. Well, you heard it here, folks. You guys have a real one in me, I suppose. And I love
Mm-hmm.
you guys so much. Until next week, please drink some water and turn off your
Yes.
phone. Okay.
And hydrate.
Bye.
Bye.